For the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football, this has been a team and a culture that bases everything on their defense, and last night their defense completely folded maybe the entire season. For the Steelers, I gotta say, Mike Tomlin kind of set the tone for this happening Monday. And as the game continued to wear on, it just looked clear like, oh, this is why Mike Tomlin made those comments about being mad that the Browns traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals, as the Bengals just lit the Steelers up with finally competent quarterback play. And Joe Flacco is absolutely shredding them. 347 yards, 3 touchdowns, 31 for 47, but that was only part of the problem. Chase Brown and their last ranked running offense ran it only 11 times for 103. That's ridiculous. He was busting off huge runs, and you just saw all of the flaws that the Steelers have been able to get around this season all come to a head. That D-line, which has not been a normal TJ Watt D-line, right now he got a sack in the game late. Actually helped them get the ball back. But so far this season, 4.5 sacks in 7 games, not up to his standard, and that's tied for leading the team. The team not really getting pressure, and they went out and they got all of these old free agents, Jalen Ramsey, Darius, and you can see that they had a huge impact getting cooked all game. Now, Jamar Chase is a great receiver, but my God, 16 catches, 160. Where is the adjusting? Where's the adjusting defense? And I mean, the problem is when they did adjust, then they would go to T. Higgins, who also had 6 catches, 95 yards. Ilyasova, Andreas, whatever his name is, he cooked Slay on a deep route, like in the slot, 3rd and 4. Ideally, you got your best corner on their 3rd best receiver. You're double teaming everyone else on the outside, and they just get cooked for 50 yards. So maybe they were adjusting and nothing was working, but everything just seemed so easy for Flacco, who just got there. He got there 10 days ago. He should not be. I haven't seen Flacco ever carve up a defense like that. Not the way he was doing that to the Steelers. That looked easy. Now, he's never had a receiver like Jamar Chase. You could argue he's never had a receiver like T. Higgins in his prime. Did have Steve Smith toward the later end, but never like these guys in their prime. But still, that was embarrassing for the Steelers defense, because all they had to do was hold them down, be average. Be average, and they could not do it. They couldn't get a stop. They couldn't stop the game-winning field goal. They couldn't stop any of the long drives. They had 1 stop, I believe, in the second half. It was crazy. Not ideal. Aaron Rodgers, too. Very, very mixed bag. Now, at the end of the game, could he have been the hero? Yes. He threw an incredible pass to Freiermuth. That Freiermuth took 70 yards, but the pass going left, throwing it into the seam, boom, and that seam route the Bengals had left open earlier, and so them letting it open again, not a surprise. But you still got to hit it, and Rodgers doing that played great, I would say. I know he had 2 interceptions. We'll get to the one, but one of them, DK had it, and then DJ Turner just straight ripped it out of his. It was an incredible play by DJ Turner to make that play, and he just ripped it out of his hands, and that was a huge determining factor, because then the Bengals went down and got a field goal at half, and the pick that he did throw was a bad one. I mean, it looked like this. He predetermined where he was throwing it, but he threw it toward the middle, where DK Metcalf was, and the safety, and he just led him inside rather than throwing it outside shoulder, where DK had no chance catching the ball. Not great. However, my biggest issue with Rodgers is an issue that we knew would come up. I was just surprised it happened this game and so early. It was him yelling at teammates, being dramatic, calling people motherfuckers, being like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking blah, blah, blah. Just calling wild shit out there. And, like, this is the Aaron Rodgers you're going to get sometime. Tony the Tiger was saying it was because he was grumpy. It was Thursday night and late, and he didn't have his drugs. Maybe, but it was early. Like, they had the lead, and he was doing this stuff. So it was a very interesting game, and you wonder this. Hey, look, with Rodgers, anything can start a slide. And he looked frustrated and sad. Not a great combination, especially Thursday night. The cameras are all on you. So, it was just interesting. He played great toward the second half, but the Bengals defense is bad. But it was, to me, a lot about that frustration, and it was not a good look at all. It was not the frustration that you really want to see. And the problem for the Steelers now is they might have just coughed up the AFC North, because you lose that game to the Bengals. Now you're 4-2. They're 3-4, so they're right there in the AFC North race, and your schedule gets really, really tough. Packers next. After that, the Colts. That's not fun. After that, the Chargers. Those are 3 tough games. I don't know if I'm picking them for any of those wins. They might win 1 or 2 of them. They could. But I'm not picking them to beat any of those teams when we do our previews. So, yikes. And the main reason, it's not Rodgers. That's not the main reason. Was that defense is bad. They had some turnovers against some teams. Patriots, I kept pointing to. Last night we were streaming it, and I kept saying, hey, look, man, they have 14 against the Patriots. Patriots did fumble the ball 4 times in that game. And the Vikings turned it over twice when they beat them 24-21. It's like, if you don't give them those fluky turnovers, man, can they actually get a stop? And then we're not playing the Browns, of course. So I'm not sure. Because against the Packers, we're going to see. Against the Colts, we're definitely going to see. And yikes, man. I mean, hey, look. Hey, Mike Tomlin, bro. It's Monday. All right, yeah, they got Joe Flacco. But you know that. You got to do something. All right, complaining about it, that's cool and everything. But, like, it's just Joe Flacco. I'm sorry. I know you want him to be your future quarterback next year. But, hey, you have a game to win. And just and it could just be the defensive personnel is this bad. Because, I mean, Slay and Ramsey were they're old. Old cornerbacks, normally not a great combination, especially when you have 2 of them. So the Steelers, man, I just concerned for sure. But like a cat with 9 lives, they're going to end up with this 9-8, 10-7 record. They're off to a great start. But with these upcoming games, they gotta get it together. Try to get something together defensively and fast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos on the site. I've created a playlist with each and every football team, and every week we will be going over those games. I'm really loving this, enjoying it, and hoping you guys are as well. Of course, like, subscribe, and if anyone wants to sponsor, we're looking for Lumia Sports Productions is looking for sponsors. Shout us out. We will shout you out during the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.